Oh my gosh, guys. Carter stole my CRV last night and we got a huge amount of rain and he went and drove it into the creek and he said the engine's locked up. I can tell why. It probably flooded the engine. I'm gonna have to go out there and either tow it out, fix it. I'm not really sure. I'm not even really sure I'm gonna get out there. I think I'm just gonna drive the Gator out there, at least as close as I can get. We'll come up with a plan from there. Let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh. This is so deep. Oh my gosh. What was Carter thinking? It's at least not above my boots. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's all full of water here. I was gonna see what happens when I try and start it. The battery's still got some charge. Oh yeah. The engine is definitely hydrolocked, which is basically like what happens when Carter sinks the snowmobile in the lake. But this isn't a snowmobile. And the water's literally flowing through here like a creek. This is a CRV, not a side-by-side. Let's take a look. Let's check the intake first. Yeah, it's full of water. Look at all that. This is completely swamped with water. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these spark plugs out and see if I can get the water out. Kind of like the snowmobile. We pull the spark plugs out and just crank it until the water's out. Luckily I've got my tool set. Spark plugs. Never worked on a car in a creek before. This is a first for me. See just how much water there is on these things. There we go. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't really look that wet, but let's keep going. This water is cold. It's still cold out. It's not warm enough to be doing this. You can see just like a little bit of water on it. Not much, but it's a little wet. I hope that's what's going on here and it didn't just completely lock the engine up somehow. But CRVs were not built for driving through creeks. You have to be crazy to do that. All right, now we're gonna try and crank it. Oh, and hopefully the water comes spraying out. Oh no. Shoot, it still won't crank over. Well, this thing is completely hydrolocked. See that? You can see all the water down there in the combustion chamber. Oh gosh. What I think that means is there's water on top of the pistons, which ordinarily would blow out with pulling the plugs out, but I think there's water underneath the pistons too, which is why it's still not turning over. There's a chance that the starter motor's gone bad at the same time or something. So I'm gonna just smack the starter. I can't think of what else this would be. Otherwise, we're towing it out of here. Let's try that. Well, that's not good at all. It seems like the battery's got enough charge, but let me just try this really quick with the jump pack. Whoa. It's a lot deeper over here. Last try before I call Carter out here. Deal with his mess. Yeah, it's dead all right. I'm gonna call Carter. Hey, we need help by the CRV pulling it out. Yeah, the CRV is not starting and we need help to tow it out of here.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're gonna need boots. Do you have rain boots?
Oh,
As we speak, I'm standing in like a foot of water. I'll see you in a sec. Yeah, we're gonna have to drag this thing out of here because I don't know what's going on, but it will not start.
I just got a call from Matt saying that the CRV is in some serious trouble. So I'm taking my ATV from the Team Roar mansion all the way across the property into the woods and then venturing off deep into the woods where things start to get really swampy. And that's where I got the car stuck.
Hopefully we don't get the Gator stuck out here next. There's a trailer hitch on the back of this thing underwater. I'll shackle it to the back of the Gator. We're always pulling something out of the mud here. The CRV is already becoming part of the woods. There's a snail just hanging out here on the side of it. It's completely packed in with like creek debris. This is gonna be a heck of a rescue, a lot more than I was anticipating. I need to wait for Carter to get here, help me steer this thing.
We are getting close because look how boggy this is. Oh I think this is boggier than the last time I took the car out here and got stuck.
All right, I think I hear Carter. I can't wait to see what he has to say about this. I hope Carter doesn't get something else stuck. We're gonna get everything we own stuck out here.
I'm getting a little worried about maybe this car might be totaled. Oh no!
Yeah. Oh gosh!
Okay, that's deep.
Yeah. Get ready for the wave.
I'm jet skiing now. We are flooded.
Yeah, it's completely flooded. The engine is filled with water. Actually, it won't crank at all. Underneath the pistons is full of water.
I didn't get the right boots. He said it was muddy, not underwater.
Do you have rain boots? As we speak, I'm standing in like a foot of water. Gosh.
I got these guys.
Oh my gosh.
This thing was literally caught in a flood.
Yeah. Well, you should see the side of it. It was this much deeper underwater last night. The inside's full of water.
All right, let me drive this thing around and take a look.
We're going to tow it back to the shop, and I'm going to drain all the water out of it, and we'll get it running again.
Save for scrap.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to save or scrap this one. And it's already hooked up to the Gator.
I got to stop leaving stuff in the woods.
Yeah, I think so, especially right before a monsoon.
Turn this on. Let me make sure she's in neutral. Neutral.
And parking brake off.
Parking brake is off. We should be good.
All right, let's see what happens.
This is a first. Oh. Yeah. Give it like a yank and get moving. Oh boy.
Woo, that's not good.
That's not good.
Give it a shot. Shoot.
Yeah.
Whoa, there we go. There's that hole again. All right, we're gonna try Carter's ATV. Gosh, the Gator's not really working for this. All right, this one's sitting a lot higher. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Recovery take 2, this time with the ATV. Oh, it's probably worse.
That's not gonna work.
We need something bigger. Does the Hummer fit back here?
It's probably gonna be scraping branches and stuff. Skid steer would do it. That's my best option at this moment.
Skid steer.
It could be a disaster. Like, we could get the skid steer stuck. It should just walk it out like it's nothing.
To the skid steer!
All right, so now we've got to drive to the back of the Team R property to get the skid steer from the motocross track. So this is our best bet now. This thing's basically like a tank. I think it should do it.
Well, I sure hope the skid steer can even make it back there, because it's got to travel across some pretty crazy stuff, because we are flooding like crazy. But if this thing gets stuck, we are in some serious trouble. Okay, so this is where things can get a little bit sticky. If this thing sinks in the bog, we are in bad shape. Careful, Matt. I'm so worried because it's so swampy. This thing weighs like 9,000 pounds. And to pull this thing out, we'll need something bigger. Oh boy. The problem with bigger is that could get stuck, but we probably also can't get it back here very easily. We're coming up on the CRV now. Oh my gosh. This is actually terrifying. This is scarier than anything so far.
Oh boy. Careful how deep you take it.
If that thing starts to sink.
Alright. We've never taken the skid steer boggin before.
Yeah, let's make sure she doesn't sink.
Yeah.
This recovery is getting sketchier and sketchier.
Yeah. It definitely is. I mean, if this thing can't get it out, the CRV may be a scrap, and it just lives here in the woods. Take 3, I guess.
Can we save the CRV? Moment of truth. Oh, we're moving. So far, so good. Oh! Hard cut. Missed that tree just barely. We're literally reversing through the bog. Without power steering and through the bog, this is no easy task. This is actually scary. I'm kind of anxious.
Oh no.
So I need to ride the brake down in this bog hole while going in reverse so I don't hit the skid steer. Okay, I'm on brake. Oh, gosh, that was sick. Let's see if you can pull me out. I wasn't watching the tree. Really close to that tree. Yeah, that's so close, but we got it. Oh, there's another tree. Oh gosh, we are gonna hit that tree. Oh!
Uh-oh. Do I need to push him forward? Try and drag it sideways. Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Well, we got the CRV out of the woods, but the engine is full of water.
Yep.
So the recovery is successful, but we need to see if it's still a save or a scrap.
I sure hope we can save it.